Next, we turn to the Russia-Ukraine war. North Korean soldiers that were deployed to aid Russia are allegedly committing suicide to avoid capture. White House National Security Council spokesperson John Quirbie says this is likely out of fear of reprisal against their families in North Korea. Here's that report.
The U.S. says North Korean soldiers fighting Ukrainian forces on Russia's behalf are committing suicide to avoid capture. That's according to White House National Security Council spokesperson John Quirbie. He says they're doing so to avoid retaliation against their families back home. It's not clear how many North Korean troops have taken their own lives in the Russia-Ukraine war. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said several North Koreans were captured but died of their wounds, suggesting they may have been killed by their own people.
Their losses are significant, very significant. We see that neither the Russian military nor the North Korean overseers have any interest in ensuring the survival of these North Koreans. Everything is set up so that it is impossible for us to capture them. There are instances where they are executed by their own forces. Russians send them into assaults with minimal protection.
Zelensky said in a statement on Telegram Friday that at least 3,000 North Korean soldiers have been injured or killed in the Kursk region. John Quirbie said 1,000 have been killed in the past week. The U.S. and its allies estimate North Korea deployed some 11,000 troops to aid Russia in Europe. Quirbie says Russia is deploying human waves of Korean soldiers with little protection.
Today, reports came in regarding a few North Korean soldiers. Our troops managed to take them captive, but they were severely wounded, and it was not possible to save their lives. This is one example of the madness that dictatorships are capable of.
Zelensky also said the Korean people should not lose their lives in battles in Europe.
This is something that Korea's neighbors, including China, can influence. If China is sincere in its statements that the war should not expand, then it needs to exert appropriate pressure on Pyongyang.
Russian forces have been taking noticeable losses as well. The British Ministry of Defense says November was the most costly month of the war for the Kremlin, estimating about 45,000 casualties. This peak of Russian losses comes as President-elect Donald Trump prepares to re-enter the White House. He has vowed on the campaign trail to end the war in Ukraine on day one and has said he wants peace in the region.